Okay, one more fun little bonus lesson is using motion graphic templates. So I alluded to it when I talked about the Essential Graphics panel, that in this Browse section, it comes with lots of motion graphic templates. And what that means is they're like animated titles. And lots of really cool ones are in here. For instance, this angled image caption one. To use them, it's very simple. You just drag it to the timeline. It'll work. Now, depending on the type of graphic that it is, it may or may not involve using the Essential Graphics edit. So when we click over here, so you can see this is similar to the one we've used before. It's got some different features and that sort of thing in here. And we can just double click on this one, for instance, to change it. You know, put my name in there, Tanya, and then when you do it, it just, you know, it works. And for these types, you can sometimes, you know, just use your little buttons to scale. So I could like click on the word and scale that up, and then hopefully it all, you know, still just works. Okay. So that's one of the built-in ones. Now, if I click off of that, you could add other ones there. If you see a thing in the corner like that, that just means that there's a, whatever one that is, the font maybe doesn't work, for example. So like on this one, if I click the info button, it'll tell you font, Trajan Pro 3 regular, which means I don't have that font installed. And I could go get that font and install it if I wanted to. Sometimes they'll show you little previews too from within there. So some of these other ones, and I have these in the MOGRT folder for you down at the very bottom of mine. For instance, there's this one. There are some of these that are pretty cool. I mean, you can drag them in and use them. And again, this one, I don't have the font, so I'll have to sub the font. But you can see here, if I go to edit, and then I got to click on it, this one is set up way different than that other one. Instead of in layers, it's actually very nicely put together. So these are the fancier, newer ones. And so I can come through here and change the colors. You know, if I didn't want to use that blue or whatever, I wanted pink, I could, you know, change the colors for those different elements on there. And then I can go through to the text controls. Oh, these are for elements colors. These will be the dots. You can't see the dots. They were at the beginning there. So that's the yellow and the pink. And then here's your text color. So if I wanted my text to be the pink, you know, I'd have to come down here, oops, and find a pinky color for my text. And then down here, you just type in your words. You know, you just put them in there and it's all good to go. I don't have those fonts, so it's substituting a font. So I'd go through and, you know, pick a font that I have that looks better than the substitute font that they used, because that wasn't very cool. And there you go. And again, you can scale up using just the buttons that they provide for you in the template. So there we go, comes in. It lasts really long, and in most of these, if you just make them shorter, it shrinks everything down and it just happens faster. There we go, like so easy. I didn't have to do really anything other than just edit it. So there's a bunch of those motion graphics templates in there. Now, how do you get a motion graphics template into yours? So I downloaded one that I haven't used because I needed to show you the process. So down here, when you're in the browse, at the bottom of this should be a little button where you can add additional ones. So let me click off of this, and then you can see here there's install motion graphics template. It's a plus sign. When you do that, if you have an MOGRT file, that's how I got all of those in there. And I downloaded these from Mixkit. All the resources are listed in the packet. So here I go again. I already had one that didn't work, so I have downloaded this one, which is going to be 240. And again, I've tried numerous of these, and some have worked great, and I put some of them in your resources, and then I have to try one without trying it so I can install it for you, and I don't know if it will work. So this is 240. It's a drop text title. So we'll see if I can tell what it is over here. I wish they would name them like drop text title. Let's see if I can switch it to a local. Yeah, that's the other one. Anyway, we'll look at the bottom and see if it's down there. No. Okay, it's this one. Title _2. Okay, great. So that's what it named this one. And so again, I don't have the font. We can click on it and see it's A Caslin Pro Bold. But I'm going to drag it in here. Now, the example I watched for this one, and again, I'm just not going to get the font. I'll choose my own. So there it is. This one would look better, you know, on a background. The example had a white background. I'll just create a little new item and adjustment layer, or not adjustment layer, color matte layer, and I'll just make a white layer for this. So we'll hit OK, and then I'll just bring this color matte in and put it behind. So wherever that is. Maybe I hit cancel. I don't know. I don't see my color matte. Okay, we'll try again. Color matte. Maybe I should give it a name, huh? We'll call it white. And hit OK. Okay. Okay. It got into a folder somehow. All right, so let's take it in here, put it behind. There we go. That looks better. All right, and then at this point, you know, we can try to edit it. And again, you click on it, come over here. You can see this one has the text color, so it's that dark gray. You can modify the scale of this one, it looks like. This one looks pretty simple. So let's say Adobe Trainer. And then I'll put my name. Tanya Skinner. There we go. And that's basically that. And if I play it through, you'll see, there we go. That one's kind of cool, and it kind of sits back. Of course, you could always add oh, it even goes off there. So that one's neat. And then again, in most cases, as long as they don't have keyframes listed over here in your effect controls, you can just pull it back and it'll all just happen faster. So here we go. Yeah, I really like that one. So that's a fun one. So anyway, motion graphics templates, lots of fun, cool things that you can add in, lots of free ones all over the internet. You just have to make sure that they work and they're compatible with your version of Adobe Premiere Pro. Have fun.